Well, hello, darlings. It's Miss Tia. Happy Saturday. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Now listen, I just wanted to come on here and provide an explanation because apparently I triggered at least one person with my last video. Apparently Nonsense, according to her own words, she was confused. And so she went live and she had to ask her chat, am I confused? I don't understand. Do y'all feel the same way? Blah, 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 blah. But all that was because she focused in on the phrase women empowering women. She didn't focus in on the true meaning of that video. Why? Probably because it would be calling her out. Because the true meaning of that video was about bullying, adult bullies, cyber bullies. And the reason women empowering women was used is because the point was, even though women supporting women, if you like that phrase better, is used on these streets in this community, the point of that video was to show the opposite is being done. The absolute opposite. Now, darlings, if you are confused with the word empowering, I just implore you to go look up women empowering women and women supporting women. And you're going to see that they are almost exactly alike. The meanings of both of those phrases mean the same thing about building women up, supporting women's choices, providing or promoting, I should say, an environment of equality. Both of those things mean that. So I don't know where the confusion is. What I do know is that instead of looking at the meaning of the video, at least one person that I'm aware of, which would be Nonsense because she talked about it enough, focused in on that one phrase. And I know that Nonsense is smarter than to have had the true meaning of that video go straight over her head. She's smarter than that. So that tells me that she chose to focus in on that phrase to keep the true meaning of that video out of the spotlight, at least with her community, with her little group. Why? Because it calls them out for exactly what they are doing. Now, I don't care who it was. If it could be anybody in their little group or in a group. And it could be a different, let's flip it around. Let's say that allegedly with Brittany J and several other creators got together and they decided that they were going to go after Nonsense day after day after day. And they were going to look at things in her personal life, her personal habits, all those things that shouldn't be any of our business, but somehow we make them our business. If that were the case, then I would be talking about the same scenario with Nonsense being the one being bullied. So it doesn't matter who the characters are, who the people are in these groups. It's about what they do and the actions that they've continued to do and actually get worse. I mean, it seems like each and every time it's a little worse and a little worse and a little worse. And I'm over here wondering, like, what's the end goal? What is it? Because it can't be anything good. But then I got to thinking about this. Maybe because I'm a cat and I don't know. But, they have formed a symbiotic relationship. Now, don't let that word get you off balance or off kilter nonsense, okay? You're not quite sure of the meaning. I'm going to try to help you out, but you can look it up on your own as well. But they have a symbiotic relationship, and their group, well, they're the parasites. And what allegedly with Brittany J is right now is the host. What do the parasites do? They feed off of the host. What does that mean? They're making big bucks having her be their content, finding little things they can talk about her every single day. Well, what happens when the host goes away? The parasites die. Maybe a few of them will be lucky enough to go out and find another host. But typically, their source, their lifeline, their money, their content, it stops because the host is no longer there. And I hope that Brittany J will finally come to her senses and realize that she can choose to stop being the host. She can choose to knock those parasites right off her back by not reacting and giving them what they need, their lifeline. Because if she's just covering true crime or whatever and not going back out at them and giving them things to talk about, eventually they're going to have to move on if they want to keep that source, that lifeline going so that they can continue being successful. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I do know that's what this is. That's what this has turned into. It's turned into a group of bullies, and if you will listen carefully to the last video I made, I broke it down for you into the elements that make it bullying instead of just two creators that don't like each other or have a disagreement or whatever. No, what you guys are doing, the whole group of you, you're adult bullies. You're cyberbullying online. But if we were talking about children bullying each other, I bet all of you would be against that. I would hope so. So your actions don't make any sense whatsoever. And some of you, I know for a fact, are better than this. I don't know what has happened to you. Now, with Cluminati, she came into this scene and she was a bully from the word go, okay? She was vulgar, she was vile, she was racist, all of those things. So I don't know, maybe there is a part of her that's good and maybe, I don't know. Because she wasn't over in this community. So I don't know. But I know some of you that have been here for a while that have turned. You're not like you were before. You're not standing for what's right. You say you are, but deep down inside of you, you know you're not. And I'm going to believe that. You can argue that all you want. But you know who you are. So how about let's stop getting so triggered and focused on little things and making them these big deals? Because, you took that phrase. If you would have listened, you would have known. What I was saying is you guys are doing the exact opposite. That was not a live discussing women, empowering women. It was a live discussing that when you are on these streets and you talk about women, let's go with women supporting women, okay? You're not doing that. You are not doing that. I don't care how many times you say you are. Maybe your little group of parasites over there. Maybe that's what you're doing. But you're not doing that for all women. So there goes the equality. Right? Yeah. So I just thought I would make that clear. All right, y'all. I'm going to go now. Y'all have a great weekend. It's Miss Tia, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.
Tia walks alone, neon lights and pixel zones, whiskers twitch. She's sniffing out the unknown, every headline, every whisper in the dark. She's got a question, she's got that spark. Scrolling through the noise, she's got her eyes wide, spotting all the fake, she won't let it slide. Sassy in a step with the tail that sways. Truth is a game and she's here to play. Tia the cat, prowling through the streams, calling out the lies, chasing honest dreams. Some love her fire, some can't stand her pride, but she's never backing down, she's got nothing to hide. Every comment, every rumor in the chat, she's gotta come back, you can't handle that. She's fierce, she's bold, she's got that glare. If you're hiding secrets, better beware. Tia the cat, prowling through the streams, calling out the lies, chasing honest dreams. Some love her fire, some can't stand her pride, but she's never backing down, she's got nothing to hide. She's not here for drama, just the honest truth. Kindness in her claws, justice in her youth. Opinions don't shake her, she's got her own way on these YouTube streets. She's here to stay. Tia the cat, prowling through the streams, calling out the lies, chasing honest dreams. Some love her fire, some can't stand her pride, but she's never backing down, she's got nothing to hide. So when the night falls and the rumors start to creep, Tia's on the prowl, keeping YouTube streets clean, with a sassy flair and a heart so true. Tia the cat, this song's for you.